We're going to take a look at a big bus. This is a 150 scale, so it's going to be larger scale than a 164th. So it's in that gray area, kind of collecting. Typically, 150 scale really is exclusively for like people that collect construction equipment and trucks. And so this kind of fits in there. I wish it was 164 scale. It's close, but an awesome bus. So Corgi was doing buses, trucks, like detailed, like high end, I guess, premium diecast in 150 scale. They still, I guess they still do it, but this was like a line that they did. And this is one of the most famous ones, is the Scenicruiser. And this was really only in the mid 50s General Motors made these buses. It had some issues with the drivetrains and some issues with the body, but very iconic. I actually was just watching an old movie, North by Northwest, and they have one of these buses in it. He takes one of these buses from Chicago. It looks kind of modern, even though it was from the 50s, because GM used this kind of front look for many years up until the 80s. They had similar versions of this. Now, I didn't take out the mirrors. It did have mirrors. Chromed, you can see on the windows. And there's that awesome front windshield for the passengers. They have the skylights to let light in. So it must have been quite an experience. First row sit here. And then you have the people sit up here. There's nothing down there. But they make the luggage compartments bigger. This actually started out with Detroit diesels, 4-cylinders, 2 of them, that were put with a fluid coupling that drove the middle axle, and then it went to the V8 Detroit 2-stroke diesel with 4-speed. This actually had a 3-speed with a 2-speed rear, kind of like a what they have on the older stick shift trucks of the olden days. You had that 2-speed, so you had a doubler. So it really was like a 6-speed truck. You had a high and a low range, basically. So you had your radiator on this side, then your exhaust underneath, and then some ventilation there. Die-cast body, but plastic base. 2002. It's one of 2,500 produced. Let's take a look at the box. (2004). Corgi's starting to advertise again a little bit more online. You'll see their ads pop up, especially if you like look at Diecast social media. They have a collectors club. You know, they're very famous for doing like the James Bond cars and a lot of the cars from TV shows like Kojak and stuff like that. So they have a lot of cool castings that they've done over the years, but they also do like premium 1/43 scale stuff too. So kind of that old 90s packaging, 2000s packaging. Got a cardboard box. This comes out. Just take this out real quick. It's got the old catalog in there. You got a certificate of authenticity. Let's take a look. So we got our mirrors. 2,700, excuse me. So I wanted to get this out. Greyhound actually built these exclusively for Greyhound, the Scenicruiser. So this is the stuff circa 2004 that Corgi was doing. Some of those helicopters are great. I actually have this CHP car. That's 74 Monaco. There's their fire trucks. And then there's some of their older stuff, the 136 scale stuff. They also did a really cool Blues Brothers. And then there's your airplanes. There's some of our bus lines. Now this is at the antique store. I found this really cheap. They also had this bus, which was really cool. Almost wanted to get that. And they also had, you can see they do the two Greyhound styles. They only had this one. Or no, those are the other two. So they did all three styles. You can see those graphics online. Wonder if this one in here is the one I have. No. So I don't know if mine is the rarest or what. It also came with a little card that you can display the truck. So if someone was selling this, it was meant to be taken out of the package without ruining the package, and you put it in your display case, and you can have your little number wherever you want to sell it. It's kind of cool. All right, so just wanted to look at this bus. This is really neat. If you look at it with a scale car, it's close, but it's still much bigger. Rolls good. It's got really cool wheels and tires. Got them old style tires. They did that really good. And then all the great markings. This looks very fine detail, how they tampoed that grill in. This is clear plastic, the marker lights. Tinted. It's too bad it's so heavily tinted because they do have a full interior. There's your registrations. You got New York and Rhode Island. There's the driver compartment. Got your windshield wipers. Super, super cool. So, iconic bus. We have the kind of like that Matchbox casting that they did back in the day. But we also have a real scale one. So, just an awesome thing. I only have a couple of buses, so this will go there with them. And yeah, hope everybody like 150 scale. I'll probably put this in the 143rd scale playlist. I don't think I'm gonna have too many 150 scale vehicles, but yeah, fun to roll around too. Big old girl, and yeah, very cool. All right, thanks for watching. More till next time.